It's estimated that nearly 3 million children risk going hungry during the school holidays. This group comprises of nearly 1 million children living in poverty who receive free school meals during term time, and an estimated 2 million children disqualified from free school meals because their parents work for their poverty. I was able to speak with Ed Taylor from the Saracens Foundation, and he spoke to me about their Feeding Futures programme.
It's a free holiday camp for children who are on free school meals throughout term. And basically what a government sort of study showed was that that the children who tend to be from sort of lower socioeconomic areas were returning to school after the holidays, sort of falling behind those who weren't on free school meals and those from sort of wealthier areas. And as a foundation, we sort of want to address that. So what we did, we came up with the idea of a holiday camp that sort of targets sort of 3 different areas. So the main one sort of being holiday hunger. And so in the holiday camp, they'd be provided with sort of nutritious meals throughout the day, whether that's breakfast and lunch. We'd target holiday inactivity. So people sort of not doing very much throughout the holiday camp. That's where the sort of sport element comes in, especially through the Saracens sort of name. And also sort of educational divide that may incur during school holidays. So the wealthier children might be able to go out and go on day trips to museums and, you know, have extra help to maybe help with work and things like that. Whereas the children from lower socioeconomic areas might not be able to have access to these things. So we want to try and be able to provide them with sort of learning but fun sort of educational experiences. So taking them out to sort of, you know, on day trips to the zoo or to a museum or something like that, that they might not get that chance in the holidays that others might get.
After conducting some research, the Saracens Foundation found that in 2017, 61% of families worried about where their next meal was coming from, and 66% of families skipped out on meals altogether.
It's really it's really eye-opening for me, sort of, you know, having to run this sort of program to be able to help. Well, yeah, no, it's a difficult. You want to be able to help as many of these young people out as you can. And just hearing those numbers is just shocking.
The programme was due to kick off this Christmas just gone, following its successful pilot run in 2019. However, it was soon facing a yellow card as the government put London and surrounding areas into a Tier 4 lockdown.
So we weren't able to deliver the holiday camp in full how we wanted to do it. And so what happened then, and it's also looking like this is what's going to happen in February half term as well, is we adapted, and what we did, we created sort of a food hamper that we can deliver out to all the young people who've been signed up for the program. So, you know, in an ideal world, this is a holiday camp where the young people come in and they join us and they run around and get fed and things like that. But, you know, with the lockdown in place, we just have to try and adapt how we can tackle the 3 issues that we're trying to tackle, but whilst at home, you know, so whether that's through virtual delivery and sending out food hampers, or, you know, yeah, so just adapting to what it was. So we still haven't been able to run the holiday camp in full yet, apart from the pilot program, but we're hoping to do so very soon. There's so many various challenges that come with sort of a global pandemic, and, you know, one of them is not being able to get, you know, face-to-face sort of time with people we're trying to deliver to. And, you know, what the foundation as a whole has done really well is adapt to how we can deliver. So many of our programs have now gone virtual, and so we, you know, there's a big dance sort of program that we run, that they all sort of run their programs quite successfully. You know, online, it's never going to be as successful and have as many it's not going to hit as many of the targets that we want to, but at least we try to address the 3 sort of main aims of the camp, which would be trying to just reduce that holiday hunger, reduce the inactivity, and sort of bridge that socio-economic divide throughout the holidays. And that, we're hoping that we're going to be able to adapt the program enough that we can still sort of, aid that sort of goal.
Despite the challenges Feeding Futures has faced, Ed is hopeful for the future.
In an ideal world, there would be no poverty, there would be no hunger, and we wouldn't have to run these programs. However, for the time being, and I think especially escalated in the coronavirus pandemic, it's really important that we are able to run these programs, that we can have these provisions for the people who need them. But yeah, with any luck with these progressions of the UN programs, we can help sort of cure that sort of these sorts of issues.
To help support the Feeding Futures programme, please visit the Saracens Foundation website.